This is from my own experience where Vancouver Paranormal often meets to well, I just saw some weird light out there, but I can't create it again with my camera. It was like, I don't know. The people on that are watching this will have seen this, but if you're watching me right now, you can see that I'm moving the camera around every which way, and I can't recreate that light again. So I just thought it was something really strange, but I don't know what it was until I put it on the computer. But I moved my camera around to see if I could recreate it, and I couldn't. But it's getting cold in here.
It is.
And somewhere in our little book of tricks, we've got a digital thermometer. But it's getting cold in this room.
I can look in the bag here.
Right there, it's in the gun. It's in the gun pouch.
Oh, it's not in the box. It's in the pouch.
Yeah, it's always in a pouch. It's in a pouch that looks like a gun. We're putting out our digital thermometer here to do some general room checks. Over here beside the barrel.
The barrel?
Down here somewhere, it's very cold.
19.2.
Okay, 19.22, so we'll just keep an eye on that temperature for here to see if it gets any colder or if it gets any warmer. Just by my foot. Use my foot as a...
Oh, is this...
No, use my foot as a... the area beside my foot, the floor.
That's 19.6.
Okay, that'll be the standard for measuring on my foot, because that's where the cold is.
Why doesn't it shut off?
It turns itself off.
Okay. 20.1 it just went up to there.
What, by my foot?
Now it's got dropped quickly to 19.8.
Just do it once, and then we'll check on it in like 10 minutes. So just do it again for one temperature read. So we get a temperature read here of me, who feels like I'm sitting in the cold spot, and Marlena's house has gotten definitely colder in the last 5 minutes. Just getting Marlena here to get our digital thermometer out to see...
19.8.
What was that?
19.8.
19.8 down by my foot, so we'll see if that changes at all in the next 5-10 minutes. It's a little bit nippy in here. Of course, the heat's turned off.
The heat is... The heat is not turned off.
Okay, the heat's not turned off. Just feels very cold in here.
The heat's at 75 degrees on the thermostat.
What's the air temperature on the thermostat? No. The actual, doesn't your thermostat have a general air temperature of the house?
No.
Okay.
Everything's old-fashioned here.
So, is there anybody here in Marlena's house that would like to make a noise for us? You don't have to do a lot, and it doesn't have to be like huge, but it could be like a rapping on the table, or a rapping on the wall, maybe clapping your hands together, or even speaking to us. Could you make a noise for me and Marlena, please? Do you ever hear voices here, Marlena?
I do, yeah. But usually they're multiples.
What do you mean?
I hear several voices talking at the same time to each other. Like a conversation going on.
Want to add any more?
Punch you out.
Well, no, it's that I think you've finished and I move away and then you say something else and it's
Oh,
like...
well, I don't talk so fast.
It's not that, it's just tape. We're
Yeah.
going to ask you next. You say that you've heard, you hear these people talking like there's a crowd of them talking to each other. You mean no one's ever actually said "Yo, Marlena" to you?
No,
Oh, wow. When you hear them, do you hear specifics like names, or does it just sound like a faraway, long conversation?
it's almost like you were at a cocktail party and a bunch of people were talking and didn't quite know what they were saying.
So it's just that yum 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 yum, this noise kind of.
Right.
Oh, I see. How many ghosts do you think you have here, or spirits?
I think that there's 2 regular inhabitants and lots of visitors.
It just feels to me like that light got brighter in there.
In the far room?
Then where the light's on in there, yeah. Like I just felt the light get brighter in there.
Okay.
Probably didn't, but it just seems to be way brighter.
It does seem brighter than it was a few minutes ago.
You know, like somebody's turned up the light in there.
It's true, it is quite bright now.
You know, I can't prove it by the camera, but I don't know if you saw me look that way.
I did.
Because I looked as it got brighter, I knew it was getting brighter. We don't know if there's somebody else in the house with us, but the light of the study, and you can't really see it on this because it's, this is not going to show you much, but that bright light that you can see was not like that 7 or 8 minutes ago. And Marty and I haven't changed our position at all since we sat down here. But it is brighter in this room. It is brighter. I mean, you can see it on the table and on the clothes. If you made the light bright, could you maybe dim it, please? If you were able to make it bright, could you make it dim, please? Can you make it dim for us, please?
Yours? Yours?
Make it dim. Let it low down. Ease the light down. Let it go down. Does that happen a lot?
Not really, no.
Nothing like lights going on and off, radios going on and off, anything like that.
No.
I've heard that aside from the your weird shit ghost that you had in the study, you've seen other things here. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of what I call shadow ghosts, particularly in the peripheral vision. See that quite often, and I've also seen a tennis ball size orange orb shoot across the kitchen floor into the living
Well,
room.
that's really wild because while you're doing that with your hand,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, but something shot out with your hand.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it actually looked like it was trying to move away from your hand. You know, it came right with your hand, and it kind of went, and it went away from your hand.
Okay, neat.
It might have been a bug, but I don't know for sure. But it came out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you've seen orbs and